An eargasm of learning and a no-fuss show. Welcome to the Creative Talk Podcast, where you can learn straightforward topics about branding, digital entrepreneurship, online business, and many more with your charming host, John Santos, along with inspiring entrepreneurs, creators, and thought leaders worldwide.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Creative Talk Podcast with me, Jan Santos. And today we have a very, very special guest. I am a super fan of this family. Guys, this is the first episode that we have a special guest that is a family, not an individual, a family. It's very special. A luxury family travel and lifestyle content production company. Wow. 41,000 plus growing subscribers on YouTube. And that's just one platform. They have a lot. Let's all welcome. I love this, guys. I love you guys. Let's all welcome Erin and Phil of Always Be Changing. Erin and Phil, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you.
It's great to be here today. Thanks.
Thank you. I've said this off cam and I'll say it again. I know you are a very busy person. You guys are traveling a lot. Obviously, that's your main content. But, first thing I messaged you guys and you just said yes. And now you're here with us in the show. Thank you. It's a blessing, my friend.
Yeah, no, we're so grateful that you reached out to us, and we have a lot of gratitude for all the support we've been getting lately.
This is what it's all about. We love this.
Wow. Before I start, I just want because I'm a fan, guys, for all the listeners and viewers, I watch their videos daily. I'm always on social media, but I'm amazed with the authenticity. How was you released a video in Cebu, right? You guys were in Cebu, Philippines. So for everyone out there that haven't watched the new video, please go on YouTube and check them out. But I just want to say, how was the lechon baka?
Lechon.
And the baka, the steak one in particular.
Oh, the baka. It was much drier compared to the pork, I would say. The sauce really made it. We were like, okay, this is good. I think it was mostly because of the sauce, but the pork was spot on. The pork was
That's one of the Spanish influence in the Philippines, the lechon baboy. The lechon itself, how you cook the pork. So have you tried balut, fertilized duck egg?
Yes, we had that episode went live last night. So it's only been maybe 14 hours that one's been live.
How was it? How was it?
In terms of flavor, it's really hard to put your finger on it because for me, it was totally different from so many other things. And they encourage you to put a lot of vinegar and salt on there.
Yes.
So some of the flavors are masked, but it wasn't bad. Would I say I would crave it now? No, but it was fine. It's certainly a bit of a psychological thing for Westerners, I think, but even our kids ate it. And you can see that on the episode too.
Yeah.
Colt just went bite after bite after bite. He really went for it. And Brooklyn, we were so proud of her because she is the pickiest eater in the family, probably the pickiest eater we know. And she really surprised us because all on her own, she's like, yep, I'm going to try this.
Wow. Love that. Also, again, because I'm a fan, one of my favorite videos that you guys released was the, I forgot the title, but you guys were in a trip in Miami. And then you tried this black taco.
Right.
Yeah, it was awesome. And my family's now doing a vacation in the US. So I sent them the clip and I said, guys, you need to try this. So they're a fan already.
What was that one?
Tequiza.
Yes, that one. Yeah.
Very thick, floury tortillas.
Matcha.
Yes.
The tortillas.
Yeah, that place is
so good.
fantastic.
Yeah.
So enough of me being a fanboy because, it's obvious that I love you guys. Your family is just amazing. For all the listeners and viewers out there, guys, give us a backstory. Who or what influenced you to be in this position of greatness? Because you guys are really creating something, a video content that really makes an impact and change people's lives. It may be entertaining at first, but it inspires, it motivates, it shows the beauty of the places that you guys are being, are you traveling to. So what happened? Share us your story. The floor is yours, guys.
Hey, for many years now, we have really enjoyed going for morning walks, and we would always want to talk about where else we could go. Our headquarters are in Denver. Denver's a great city. A lot of people love living in Denver. We're not really those people. We don't have as much appreciation for Denver as a lot of people do. So we decided, you know what, we want to spend more time in someplace warm and tropical. And we fell in love with Coronado, California, decided at some point when we retire, we're going to buy a home there and that's where we're going to live. Well, probably true to our name, always be changing. We couldn't stick to that plan for very long. And we said, let's try to do it now. Let's try to find a way to afford to buy a place out there now. And I think within 12 months, we owned a place in Coronado, and we were spending most of our time from that point forward in Coronado. We did the lockdown for COVID in Coronado, which was great compared to being, in Denver. And that was really the start of this passion for kind of getting away from Denver and having so much gratitude and passion around going to different places, being in different places, and just, exploring that. For us, it never felt like vacations. It was just a way of life. And that was kind of the start, I think.
I would say that. And it was also the start of us realizing where there's a will, there's a way. That if we have a goal, we can do it. And it's instead of one day, make it
day one.
Day one.
Yeah.
Yes.
So today's day one. We're going to do it.
Yes.
Yeah. We believe in the law of attraction, and not the part where you just say you want something and then you get it. No, you got to work your butt off for it. You have to have a plan.
Yes.
But that's what we do.
How about the kids, guys? How about the kids? I mean, the both of you, obviously, you're in the game, you're in the zone. How about the kids? Because you're always moving around, traveling, and guys, the places that you're going, it's not, it's really from very far, different parts of the world. How are they coping up?
I mean, the kids are amazing. We love traveling with the kids. And that was something we had to really think about and consider. You have this idea that kids will go to school, you'll retire, and then you'll travel. And we didn't want to do that. And we have found more value in traveling now with the kids than we can imagine having when they're grown up, or, we're too tired to walk for 10 miles a day. Stuff like that. But
and quick lay of the land, we have 3 kids, and if you watch our earlier episodes, you would see all 3 of them in there. And that was during the whole COVID thing. And we found a great travel membership program that we'll probably talk about even more in a little bit. But that allowed us to go and stay in private homes around the world. So we were still social distance, other than, of course, the airport kind of stuff. And airports were dead at that time anyway, so that wasn't a big deal. But there was never a question of whether or not our kids were going to love that. It was either sit at home doing summer school or remote school, or traveling the world. Right. So that was easy. But once all of the schools returned to in-person, then that changed the dynamic. And our oldest, Reagan, has chosen for the past year and a half now almost for high school to really focus on in-person. She wants to be at that school, be able to socialize. Brooklyn and Colt, however, are still in their online program. So we have complete freedom with them to be able to travel wherever we want. And in terms of whether or not they like it.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say that I group them, with the same mindset that we have, that the more we travel, the more we're growing as people, and we see in them tenfold. And the bigger we realize the world is. So every time we go somewhere, the world feels bigger to us. And we feel like there's more places we have to visit. We have not even
scratched the surface.
Yeah, scratched the surface. Yeah.
I love that. You visit different places, you learn about the culture, you learn about, traditions, and that gives us this, you're building relationship. And that's something that us as a viewer, as a consumer of your content, we feel that authenticity. We learn from the content that you guys share, not because it's entertaining, but it's more than that. So that's something that I really love in the content that you produce, and that's why I respect you guys so much. Beyond food, eating, fun, swimming, it's the culture, it's the respect, it's the love, it's the authenticity. So
Yeah.
good job, and more videos to that really showcase that. Another follow-up question, guys. Yes, you are a family, and you are really creating something that makes a difference in the world. Have you ever encountered naysayers or negativity around you, or people around you that say, why are you guys doing this? Is this something that you want to do in the long run? That's never gonna work, when you were starting out. So things like that. And if so, how did you cope up and how did you overcame it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, whether we're talking about online trolls or people we know personally who are naysayers,
Yeah.
honestly, yes, there's some, but it is the minority. 99% of what we hear, both online and offline, is very supportive.
Mm-hmm.
If maybe people to some extent are just humoring us behind our backs, we don't know. But no, family, friends have been supportive, interested. I think some have said that they've been inspired and they've started to move into that kind of a lifestyle also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And I would say that when there's negativity, it's almost always about them more than it's about us. Something that's going on with them, their relationship to what we're doing is different than what we're actually doing. So we don't take it personally if we ever do come across that.
Maybe they just want to have a taste of the lechon. So
Maybe they do. They're
Or
a
the
little
balut.
jealous
The
and
balut.
hungry.
guys, we've been talking about creating content that makes an impact. I'm excited, and I know our listeners and viewers are excited to know how to make money. This is very important, guys. You mentioned it a while ago. People are inspired to do the same or, similar to what you guys are doing. So how to make money and travel the world as a content creator. Everybody's dream now. The floor is yours, guys.
I think it can be a whole lot easier for other people, other channels. We've seen some grow a lot faster than ours. Ours technically has been up for more than 2.5, almost 3 years, although not in a format where it's like, okay, we're trying to make money out of this. We're a semi-nomadic traveling family. It was just a hodgepodge like so many other channels.
Yeah.
But since we started taking it seriously and saying, all right, let's just start seeing every part of the world and showing that experience as family travel, that I think we're at about 2 years right now. And you mentioned 41,000 subscribers. Keep in mind, that was 5,000 a month ago.
Yeah.
So slow growth for those first 2 years. And a lot of it just comes down to where you go. And eventually with the YouTube algorithm, like if you can get a certain number of episodes up there and kind of show that you're serious and that you're in it for the long haul, I think it really helps. And we hear that from a lot of other creators. But if you have a stronger niche than we have, I think it can help you to grow quicker.
Yeah.
Ours was just general. We're just traveling as a family. And like you said, everybody wants to do that. Why not? Right.
Right.
But in terms of being able to make money from it, it's been a lot of in-kind compensation over the first 2 years. We got monetized on YouTube probably in 2021 at some point.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was not even substantial until this past month. And now, I mean, if things would continue even where they are right now with the YouTube ad revenue, it's a livable wage for us. So if we can 10x it from here, then that's just a game changer. And now we can actually start contributing to savings more again.
Yeah. And I'd say it's always about growing, always be changing, of course, but always working on your content. I mean, if you see our first video to where we are now, eons apart. And so I think if you're looking for
that, eons
anything
apart.
to change, if you're looking to anything to change from your video to your next one, like just always find something to improve on every video.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people want to know, like, what should I be focusing on? We've even asked this in other travel creator groups that we're in. Like, take a look at this episode. We don't understand why we're not growing. What's the deal? And the truth is, it's everything. Improve everything. Should you improve your editing? Yeah. Should you improve your comfort on camera? Yeah. Should you improve your story? Of course, more than anything, most likely.
Yeah.
And I think therein lies so much opportunity. If you can have a unique story, not just per episode, but for your channel in general, like what is it that would inspire people to keep following you instead of just watching your wife get drunk off mojitos in Miami one time?
that made an impact. No, but it's true, guys. I love what you guys shared. It's not just making a viral video or creating views, getting subscribers. I think that's what make your content, your brand really successful for all the listeners and viewers out there, not because that I am a fan and not because that I love them, I love their family and what they do. It's because, again, you can see the authenticity that they're not just doing it for the money. We're not hypocrites that we need money to continuously grow, right? But the intent, I always say this, intent comes before content. The intent is different. It's not a business. It's them having fun. It's them discovering the culture, discovering what they are doing in that place, exploring and really having fun. So you can feel that in the video. And then, of course, because of that authenticity, you that's where the hits in the algorithm, everybody loves it. Of course, it's easier said than done. But, as a fan, that's what I see.
Yeah,
Wow.
so much
Yeah.
truth to that. And actually, at the beginning of this, you mentioned the luxury component of our channel, which has always been a strong component for us and a bit of a differentiator.
Yeah.
But we've started removing that here and there from our messaging, as we find that when we travel to places like the Philippines, where we were just spending a couple of weeks, it's not so much the luxury side of these experiences that means anything to us. It's when we get into those authentic
Into
local
culture.
things. And
Yeah.
last night's Cebu City food tour, like finding our taxi driver who said, "You're having trouble finding the right street foods? I'm your guide for tonight. I'm going to take you to where the locals are." And seriously, we didn't see another Westerner that entire night.
Yeah.
And that was really cool. Or when we were on our way to the Chocolate Hills in Bohol, and we saw them doing rice harvesting off the side of the road. And I said, "I want to see how that works." And then we just pulled over and they were teaching us how to harvest rice.
Yeah.
Those are 10 times more special in my mind, I think, for the whole family.
Yeah. So meaningful.
Than going to a fancy restaurant or staying at a fancy resort.
Love
So I
that.
think we're going to see a lot more of that, built into our experiences.
Wow. I love that. I love that. Guys, another request. And I know our listeners and viewers out there are excited to start something because of what they're hearing from you guys.
Mhm.
A simple tip from you, and I did not give you this beforehand, but I just feel that there's a lot that can really start something with you guys guiding us. Simple tip for everyone that wants to start creating content online similar to what you guys are doing. Effective, simple tips from experts like you guys.
Okay. Do you want to do it?
Well, what comes to mind is what I said before. Instead of one day, make it day one. There is something you can do right this minute to get to your goal. So start right now.
And I've said this to, again, one of our travel creator groups where we trade ideas and experiences, and people were struggling to grow. We've been struggling to grow for so long. And I said, here's something that I figured out by going to the Philippines. Where you go matters.
Mhm.
And where you go next matters. Now, our US based content, those episodes, like over the summer of this year, were abysmal in terms of performance. We had a great time, but they didn't get any kind of reach on YouTube. You could absolutely be very successful doing a travel channel around the US as one example, if that's your niche and you find a way to really connect with that particular audience. But for us, the game changer was saying, we see that Philippines performs well. Why? Because number one, it's beautiful. People like to see it. Number two, the people there are incredible and supportive. And a lot of our views come from the Philippines. So if you're struggling, just know there are little hacks like that. Go to the right places and it can change overnight. Our ad revenue, back to that point, in 1 month jumped 20 times, 20x revenue. So, who knows what it'll be like next.
Buy us some lechon, guys.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yes. Your audience too. Like figure out where do they want to see you go, and if that aligns with your passion.
Are you guys doing that? Like, are you asking your audience, where do you want us to go next? And are they giving you suggestions?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And we are really taking their suggestions. We got like so many suggestions on where to go in the Philippines. We're coming back in January because we felt like we have not satisfied everybody. We need to come back, and we're going to go to Siargao. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah, Siargao.
Yeah. Siargao. We're going to Donsol for the whale sharks, we compared that to Oslob and Donsel. I think is a little bit more our style, being a little more environmentally conscious in that area. So yeah, and again, Manila, we got to hit BGC.
Wow. Love that. Love that. Guys, I've learned a lot. I'm sure our viewers and listeners are excited. They're pumped. Knowledge bomb after knowledge bomb, tips. You guys shared your story. It's amazing. You know, I can't contain myself. I love you guys. And whoo, it's just an amazing experience. But we are not done yet, guys. We are not
Here we
done
go.
yet.
All right, yeah.
No. We are now in the part where we play a game. It's sort of tradition here in the show. We call it the Creative Fast Talk. Okay? How we play the game is I'll be asking you questions and you are not allowed to spend much time thinking what the right answer would be. First word that comes into your mind, boom, shoot. Are you ready?
Ready?
Yes.
Don't worry, it's a good, clean fun. So, all right. First question, very easy. Sun or snow?
Sun.
I'm excited to get answers that are different. So let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, next. I think this question, it will, divide the both of you. Next question, structured or chaotic?
Structured.
Structured, actually.
Yeah.
All right. Next. Okay, guys, I think you have a pick for each. If you were an animal, what animal would you be and why?
Lion, because they are protective mothers.
Ooh, okay. How about you, bro?
I would go with bald eagle because flight is very important to me and might as
Yeah,
well be
Love
the
that.
king of
Power
the-
animals, guys. Eagle and lion. All right, next. Popcorn and movies or dinner and dancing?
Popcorn
Ooh.
and movies.
Yeah, same.
I love dancing, but yeah, popcorn and movies.
And I don't dance, so I take the dinner half of that, but I can't take the package deal.
Right. I want to spend time with him, so popcorn and
All right,
movies.
since you answered popcorn and movies, there's a follow-up question. Name your top 3 movies of all time.
So hard. I can name his. I can't name mine.
Go.
All right. You are. Do I say yours or mine?
Either way, we can.
A Few Good Men.
You can
Oof,
Gladiator.
I love that.
Gladiator.
And then what's the other one?
I don't know, but what would some of yours be?
I mean, I like the classics. I like Gone with the Wind.
Wow.
There's so many classics I love.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
I
3
love-
already. I mean, I
Yeah.
love those movies. Like, I'm really in love with you guys. So next, mountains or the beaches?
Beaches.
Beach.
Yes. It's a giveaway. What
Yeah.
are you guys afraid of?
Oh God, everything.
My kid's getting hurt.
Yeah. Nightmares daily of Colt getting eaten by a monitor. Yeah, I think I'm most afraid of our son
Yeah.
Getting hurt.
getting hurt because he's so adventurous when it comes to animals and fearless.
Right.
In him gives me fear.
All
But
right.
that's
Next.
about it.
Yes. Sorry.
That's about it, I think, in terms of fears, honestly.
Yeah. All right. Next is, what is something that is always inside your bags when you were a kid?
When we were a kid,
I had one of the combs.
my ice skate.
What?
Combs were big when I was a kid.
And he needed it. He had crazy hair.
Sometimes it was a pick because I had a perm. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Next.
Yeah.
What is this question, I think you guys can give me based on your travels. What was the weirdest food you've tried so far? Like the weirdest so far that is, let's say, on the top of the level. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this one's fresh in our head, of course, from
Yeah.
Cebu City. I just want to make sure there's nothing else that we're forgetting. But honestly, as adventurous as we are, I think that it would still be in Cebu City. The balut.
I believe.
Yeah. Fertilized duck egg.
Yes, and
Yeah.
ours was. I think we did 18 days, so it was like 2
Yeah.
or 3 days from hatching
Mm.
when we ate it. So feathers and everything in there.
I didn't actually try the balut. I had to film. Somebody had to hold the camera.
Yeah.
And
Good.
while I was
Good
holding camp,
excuse.
she was
Good
eating
excuse.
chicken blood. She
Yeah.
had chicken blood right before that.
I didn't find it that weird. I think when I think weird, I think too strange of I don't know. I loved the chicken blood.
Chicken blood, like the cube thing in
Yeah.
a skewer,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
I
Mhm.
didn't know it was chicken blood before when I was a kid. I was like, how can because it's like a barbecue. I was like, yummy.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
it was liver. So
Right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like Betamax, by the way. That's what that's
Totally.
called,
Yeah.
Betamax.
yeah, Betamax. Yeah. All right. Next question. What was your? No, you answered this already in a way. Your dream superpower and why? What is your dream superpower and why?
Yeah, I've always wanted, and you've told me it's not a superpower, but I'm taking it, like a magic mirror that you can ask any question, it gives you the exact answer. Like I
Okay.
want to know, who stole the cookie from the cookie jar? It's Colt. Or like, how far away are they actually from getting here? Or
So just to keep tabs.
just to keep tabs. I just want to know the truth, a truth telling.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's scary. That's scary.
Yeah, right?
We cannot hide from you.
No.
Next question. This last question. Sorry. This last question can be something serious depending on how you take it. All right.
Okay.
If you have the power to bring back someone back from the dead, who would it be and why? It doesn't need to be relative, anyone in the whole wide world. If you can
Yeah.
bring them back from the dead, who would it be and why?
It would be, definitely somebody who died too soon because they would have had more left to do. And the person, I'm going to cry, person who comes. Yes.
You want to answer for you because you're crying?
Yeah.
Her childhood friend Taj, who is an F-18 pilot in the Marines and died a few years ago, crashed his plane in England somewhere. But,
yeah. I bring him back because there was so much more for him to accomplish.
yeah.
Well,
I laughed myself when I cried.
I know he loves you guys so much. He loves you so much, and he is proud of what you guys are doing. So thank you. Thank you, Erin and Phil, for sharing your story, giving us valuable tips, having fun with us in the part of the show. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it was
is
fun.
an amazing experience.
It's great to be here.
Yeah, really
Thanks.
great. Thank you so much, Jan. I love the show.
Thank you. Thank you. Guys, I know you have a lot of promotions, social media accounts, events online, anything you want to promote, please feel free. The floor is yours.
Awesome.
Well, hopefully people will subscribe to our channel. A new thing that we started after visiting the Philippines is our Giving Back campaign. So this is brand new. We don't know how successful it's going to be, but it's a starting point for us. And we've just been so touched by some of these places that we have visited that we said, you know what, we're starting to get YouTube's super thanks money, where people can just click on the give or the thanks button and automatically give like $3, $10, whatever. We said, we're just going to give all that back to the communities that those episodes cover. So right now we've set one up for San Miguel de Allende, Mexico, where we're heading again this weekend. And then one for the Philippines, of course, and that's UNICEF, which is to help Filipino kids. And that money is coming in. People are really reacting to it well. Is it a lot of dollars yet? No, but it's a lot of donations. And that kind of thing is just really inspiring and builds into other things. So we're very proud of that. That's on our website, by the way, followabc.com/give. And you can see details and progress on what people are giving. But we're really happy about that.
Yeah, hoping that continues to grow with our channel.
Wow, guys, please feel free to visit, check, and connect with Erin and Phil Lockwood. I'm sure they can help you in your journey towards success. Again, guys, super thank you. You guys are amazing. It's a blessing to have you in the show.
Thanks a
Oh,
lot.
thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Always remember, have a positive outlook in life. Smile. God bless. Bye.
Thank you for being with us here on the Creative Talk Podcast. I'm your host, John Santos. Don't forget to listen and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. See you again, always.